villain just to get a man. And when we see all these men love bitches, or you need to stress him out if you want him to fall in love with you, I understand that idea behind it, that don't put your self-worth down for a man. But if you would ask me about my dream man, one of the qualities would be that those tricks that we learn doesn't work on him. He would sit me down, look me in the eyes, and say, "What are you doing?" It would never go through him. I remember when I read the book, I thought, this sounds exhausting. I never want to come home to a man and start playing a game. And what I got from that book is that I want a man who sees through all of this. And the respect is there without all of those push and pull, or being cold, or being a bitch, or distressing him out. It almost sounds so desperate to be with a man, so desperate to prove yourself to a man. So much work and mind games and changing yourself to prove that you are worthy of a man, worthy of a relationship. This might sound rude. If I were to play those mind games or change myself to get a man, I would automatically think back in my head, maybe even unconsciously, that wow, he's stupid. And I don't ever want to think of my man that he is stupid. I refuse to be with a man who is stupid. A villain just to get a man. And when we see all these men love bitches, or you need to stress him out if you want him to fall in love with you.
I don't know what book, what movie this woman got this from, but shout out to her if this is her page, Z the Cherry right here. You know, so she's basically saying that there's some book or some movie that, or it's just some teachings going around that are telling women that they need to act like a bitch, they need to stress a man out. This is how you get a man, and this is how you keep a man. And I think that is completely wrong. I think whoever wrote that book wants women to fail, and they want women to be as miserable as them. That's just my opinion. Because most of the guys I know, including myself, if you're a bitch, if you are stressing me out, I got a zero tolerance policy for a lot of things, and those are two of them, right? Like, yeah, you can have your moments, you could be mad, but you're not gonna day in and day out be stressing me out. And maybe they're talking about like a woman kind of testing a man, because I do believe women should and do test a man, and sometimes it's subconsciously, right? Like if he has a boundary, if he told you to do this thing or to not do this thing, you might test that boundary just to see if he stands on business about it, right? I feel like that's kind of normal, just to like see if he's really about the things that he says. But as far as all of this, consistently acting like a bitch, consistently playing games with him and stuff like that, nah, you're gonna have him running away to the next woman. And that's the last thing you want to be as a woman in the house, is be a source of stress for a guy. Because when he walks out the house, especially if he's a attractive guy, he got money, he got a lot of things going for himself. If you are a bitch at home, if you're stressing him out, you're going to run him away. He's going to be cheating. He's going to be talking to other women, because if he is that, kind of what they say, like high value type of guy, I hate using that term, but we'll use it here. If he's that type of guy, then when he walks out the house, he's getting compliments from women. He's getting women giving him that soft energy. He's giving women that are, giving him them looks like they want him. So if he's getting that outside the house, and then he goes in the house and he has to go through hell, you're gonna run that man away. I'm sorry. He's just gonna leave. Like, and a lot of women don't get this. A lot of women, they don't even need a book to tell them to be a bitch and to be stressful. That's just kind of how they are, from how they was raised, from what they seen growing up with their parents. And that's unfortunate, because this is why we have a lot of single women out here. And I can almost guarantee that whoever gave that advice out to, stress a guy out and be a bitch, they are probably single, and that's the last person you want to take advice from, is someone who doesn't have what you have. And men, we kind of understand that, right? If I want marriage advice, I'm going to go to the guy that has a 10, 20, 30-year marriage versus the guy who's single on the internet talking about relationships. Now, not all men know that, but smart men know that, right? A lot of times, most women, if it's a woman that they look up to, or a woman in their life, or their friend, and their friend doesn't have what they have, but their friend is trying to give them advice, they'll take that advice, and that advice usually sucks, because you don't want advice from somebody who doesn't have what you have. So if you're a woman and you're taking advice from other women who don't have a man, who don't have a long relationship, and it's relationship advice, then you're messing up. You're definitely messing up. And as far as like this woman right here, she seems very soft. She has that like soft voice that's gonna attract a lot of guys. Guys might look at this tattoo and think that she might have been a stripper in her lifetime. But I think her just the way she thought this through kind of shows that she has a mind that a guy would think is attractive, right? So, shout out to her, Zeta Cherry. You gotta go check her out on TikTok if you want. I think I'm covering her name right there. But yeah, let me put me over here. Zeta Cherry right there. That's how you spell it. If y'all care about that, just pause the screen. But yeah. Let me know what y'all think about this video in the comments down below. As always, love y'all. I'm out.